guys, it is Mary.
And Anna.
We invite you guys to like,
Subscribe.
share,
and comment.
down below because today we are going to be reviewing the new season of 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. The new season is on, and we have our new couples. We have Jenny and Sumit. We have
Elizabeth
Elizabeth and Andre. We have Shahida and Bilal. We have
Jovi,
Yara and
Yara.
Jovi. And who else?
Usman and Kimberly.
Usman and Kimberly, and who else?
We also have Bill, but we are not going to talk about them today. Ed. We have Ed, but we're not going to talk about them today because it didn't show. We have Angela and Michael, but theirs didn't show either. So
Anyway, I think we should start with Bilal and Shahida because
Shahida.
that is
Shahida is her name.
yes.
Shahida
We're gonna start
is the
with
wife's
them.
name.
We're gonna start with them because it seems like that has been the hot couple this season. But yes, so they are basically on Happily Ever After this time.
They've been
They basically
married for
talked
7
about
weeks so far.
7 weeks. They basically talked to us a little bit about their story and everything, which I was a little bit shocked to hear that they it took him like what I think he said 2 months to go visit her, or whatever.
3 months.
3 months to go visit her. I mean, which I think is sensible. Somebody online, and then he ended up he went to go
Engaging her.
see her, engaged her like what in
3 days.
3 days. So
But then the visa process took 2 years.
yeah, I was quite shocked that it took them a total of almost like 4 months.
And it was so funny because she said that anyone who came on her page online where she met him, she will accept everybody. Anyone
Because
who
she
liked
was
her.
looking for that man or
That was
whatever,
looking
stuff
for
like
that
that.
gentleman. So that's a good idea, lady.
Well, she was open, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Mhm.
But I took that as a tad bit desperate, personally.
Mm.
Just because everybody likes you doesn't mean you have to like accept the invitation or whatever
Yeah,
online
I mean, I
or
guess
whatever.
it's the same. Maybe the same like people who date a whole bunch of people just have options and see. So if you're talking to several different people at one time, and see, kind of weed them out the more you talk to them.
Yeah, I just didn't think
I
she
mean,
needed to
and
tell
nobody
him that.
knows that you.
I don't think she needed to tell him that or tell the world that she was doing that.
Yeah, but
'Cause
she's married now.
I know, but still, like he's
Oh, he
no
could
spring
use it,
chicken. Like
yeah.
he's not a perfect guy. Like in my eyes, where you should be telling him and stuff. Like even me, like I'm not gonna go ahead and tell my husband I was dating several different people. Like you just never know.
Yeah.
So that's just how I felt personally. But to each his own. But anyway, they are. I think they're
Yeah.
still living. They're still living in the same house or whatever. But it seems like they're having baby mama drama, as she calls it.
Yeah.
And she is still having issues with the ex-wife. I just feel like personally, I don't think like what you guys are arguing about is even worth calling it baby mama drama or whatever. Like yes, Shahida or Shahida, whatever. Yes, she doesn't like you or whatever. She insinuated you're a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like it's really not a serious. You are married to this man. They have children together.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't want to deal with baby mama drama, you should not have gotten with a man who has kids. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always going to be an issue with the ex-wife. That is a fractured relationship. They're just trying to make it work for the kids.
And you should not get involved. And I don't think you should allow him to let you get involved.
Like
You don't
driving
need
you
to
there to
go
go
and
see her
sit
for
down
what?
and have a chit chat with her while he's sitting there. No, just say we are actually good. Like there is absolutely no need. She drops the children out, and you know something?
I want you guys to be arguing back and
Children
forth.
don't begin to hate the people that their parents talk about. They really don't. As long as you treat them well, they're at an age where they can discern things. As long as you treat them well, Shahida, they do not care. They're still going to like you if you treat them well. That's
Well,
just the
I
bottom
beg to
line.
differ.
I don't think that kids are going to get all caught up if you are sweet to them, because you have to remember sometimes kids have a falling out with their own mom too. Like maybe today mom did something that really pissed me off. Okay, when I go to dad's wife now, I might be a little bit like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I mean,
I think
just
it really
don't think-
depends on the situation, because the thing is, with me personally, if I am in a situation where, like, say my mom has a friend or whatever, but they have a falling out or whatever, but that friend still wants to be, like, in my life and wants to be, like, a motherly figure or whatever. Like, we've had a situation like that, whatever. You guys had a serious falling out or whatever. and like you just didn't get along, and it just seemed like she didn't like my mom didn't like her, whatever, but she still wanted to be a motherly figure in my life. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to still hang out and see you and be cool and cordial with you if like you're not getting along. So I think it depends, though.
This is different in that the kids have to go see the dad because they have custody. So she actually will be there only if the father decides,
but the kids
I don't want you there.
The kids could be standoffish if the mother's actually really bad mouth.
They were standoffish when they first got there.
Well, and that's because they don't know her.
Yeah, but they kind of warmed up to her. So when they come in to see her and the father, they really are coming to see the father. She's just a bonus. And she has to kind of make that clear with Bilal. Like, if she's having problems with, the children are standoffish, whatever, let him make sure he's there when the kids come. And then I'm also going to be there as a bonus parent. But her sitting down with Shahida to have this conversation, and we're going to be having conversation, and you have to apologize to me, this is rubbish.
I think that is really...
I think Bilal is trying to drive this thing.
But also, it's not even just Bilal, though. But Shahida is like, she has... When she first came, she was like, oh, I'm going to be cordial to the wife, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
All that has gone out the damn window. And you have now said that I am the wife. I'm not the second wife. I'm the wife. So she has to respect me, and I'm not going to be shoved around. You're here trying to be right or whatever. And same way you're a gold digger, it's not that serious. Just be cordial with her. Be nice to the kids or whatever. You have married this man. It is what it is. There's no point in y'all having beef and she's standing up in her cheetah head scarf. It can go real left. Yeah. Like, what was that for? You can't follow a man in foolishness because he will have his hands up like this while y'all are having your confrontation. And at the end of the day, it's going to affect your marriage.
Yeah,
because he still has kids with this woman regardless. Like, he can divorce you any day. But he can't divorce her because they have kids together.
But I think we're saying we're saying the same thing. I just feel like, don't make it an issue. Shida, don't make it an issue.
It's not that serious.
And definitely when he he wants to now, you all need to go sit down and chit chat. Tell him there's no need to do that, babe. I'm good.
And at the end of the day,
I will always be cordial to her and maintain the peace, and I'm sure she will too. And I leave it at that. I don't try to get.
Though, it's not even a fight between the wives, because at the end of the day, I feel like Bilal went and said something to the wife anyway. That's why she even had the cojones to go and talk to her about it. So at the end of the day, you're here talking about, you should just be here and how you need to be making it work, whatever. You need to make it right because you went to your ex-wife talking about prenup stuff. How does she even know about a damn prenup? I would be questioning him. Yeah. So the whole thing with them fighting or whatever, it's really Bilal's fault. So I'm not going to go and bite into him saying, let's go have a conversation. I'm not doing that shit.
What I'm saying.
Like,
because he's never going to do that. Bilal is never going to take the initiative and figure it out. Oh, mosquito. He's never going to take the initiative, try to figure it out, and talk to his ex-wife. He's never going to do that. The ex-wife, how I see her, she's never going to come and tell you sorry. So what you need to do is calm yourself down, Shida, and just act as though everything is fine. When he comes to you and says, well, I mean, I am not upset at all. She's the mother of your children. I respect that. And we are good. I am sure when we see each other, we will be just fine. Shida. And leave it at that. Do not have conversations about his ex. This is what I have to tell women. Don't allow, just like you don't go to your man and talk about your exes, don't allow him to also come and chit chat about his ex, whether it's an ex-wife or whatever. I mean, what's the point in you all talking about the ex-wife for?
My thing is, I feel like one, it's a distraction. Bilal does not want kids. That's the major issue you guys have. The last thing you should be wanting is to have baby mama drama with a man that you want to have kids with. Like, I feel like this is all distraction. Yeah. And he kept on talking about, the marriage and this, that, and third, or whatever. And even when she brought up marriage, he swiftly moved the conversation.
He surely did.
You guys have enough issues. With that joke over there, you got enough damn issues to be talking about baby mama drama.
Shahida.
And then on top of that, I just did not even like the term. Like, you two are both Muslim women. Get it together, okay? Like, talking about baby mama drama, that's not baby mama. That was the mother of his kids. So even though I don't like his ex-wife, but I think she crazy as shit, I don't think you guys should be going back and forth. Like, this is foolishness. You have already married a man. Make peace. You want to have a baby, you should be focusing all your
that,
attention
instead of
on
being
that
stressed.
instead of foolishness.
And like you said, they're both Muslim women. The fact that one is standing up and talking about
this gonna
it
go
could
left real
left,
quick
like
with
you're
your
some gangster in the streets and you're not a Muslima. You sitting in the car.
with your
I don't want
hijab
no
on
baby
your
mama
head.
drama. When it's not a baby mama drama. This was his wife. This is the mother of the children. Like, you guys are not talking like you should as Muslimas who have children involved. So
At the end of the day, though,
you're
but
very
they are
right
not
about
perfect
that.
Muslims. I'm not going to try to hold them to that standard. I just feel like you guys should definitely try your best to not be having drama or whatever. But I do understand, as Muslims, we're not perfect people. We have our times where we act out of line. That's very normal. So that's my only thing. But we just gonna move on because I can't with this.
Yeah.
I honestly can't.
So move right
I
along.
hope y'all pray. I hope y'all go to Juma, pray, and y'all work this
Well,
out.
they went the last time. So anywho, Samit and Jenny,
I was
they
supposed to
have
save them
been
for
married
last, though.
for 2 months.
Why do we save them for last, though? 'Cause that's a good one.
Well, let's go Usman and Kimberly.
Girl, I don't know what you are doing. Like, you're here
Kimberly
trying to
is going to
engage this
propose
guy.
to him.
You're going to get down on one knee and propose to a younger man from Nigeria. Are you high?
Well,
Why are you going to do that?
She-
Like, I just have an issue with grown-ass women who go and propose to men. Like, it's just giving desperate. It's giving, I am spoiled fruit and I need to hop on this boat as soon as possible. That's what it's giving.
you know what I didn't understand is when and I think her friends also were shocked that all of a sudden she's like, well, he's gonna want kids, and so he is gonna take the second wife.
But she had already
but
said that
I am
before
going
the
to be
season.
the first wife, and I am going to be treated like a queen. And the friends were just like, who are you?
He's having sex with this woman. He's going to have a baby with this woman. You think he won't have no emotional ties to her? And if she looks better than you,
That's
you
what
best believe
That's
he's
what
going to
the
have
friend-
better
that's what the
feelings.
friends would say.
Like, you are delusional. That's why you got up and skipped your ass out of that restaurant, because you know you're wrong. You know that
Yeah.
what they say are all valid
You're having
points.
your doubts, and you don't want anyone articulating it for you. You're like, no, you're not articulating.
You even went to got your teeth done because the man said they were yellow.
Usman's teeth that are all spaced out in his mouth, he got a nerve to talk about your teeth. Like, this is too much.
But that's what happens
Is
when
he
you
gonna
go
give you
as an
money
older
to go
woman
do your
being.
teeth?
But that's what happens when you are older. Not all older women, but that's what happens when you go being desperate in some horrible grandma nightgown with your stuff all sticking out, talking about have sex with me, have sex with me. Why don't you want to have sex with me? He gets to go and insult you. That's what that is.
It's a hot
Degeneracy.
I cannot.
Degeneracy at the highest form. Not even go get on bended knee to go propose to him when you go meet his mom and his family. What the F is this? What is this, Kimberly? Stand up. Stand up.
So the next people are Jovi and Yara. So Jovi now, the last time I saw Yara, she had gained weight. She was out of shape. I was like, she doesn't even look like herself. But Yara is looking fly, and she's going out with her friends.
I think she lost too much weight personally.
She looks.
She lost a lot of weight, but she does
looks
look really
great.
good.
And Jovi
I didn't think she looked
is
fat before though.
really. Yeah.
I didn't think she looked big. I thought she looked fine. Like, I thought that the weight, like, I guess the meat on her bones or whatever suited her.
Well, I think maybe the baby weight and stuff like that. But he is very upset that
She has got
she
too
is
skinny,
going
he has got too
out
fat.
with her friends, and he's trying to.
She's now sounding like the wife at home.
Yeah, he's like, you want me to stay home? How is that fair? How is that fair? I mean, I don't know. I don't like these your new friends.
They're a bad
then-
influence on
and
you.
then
What's
I
that
found
what Yara
out-
was saying about you?
I found out why, because they were telling her that she is
The cream of the crop,
and he is
basically.
out of his league, and he knows that.
Which I completely agree. She is definitely more pretty than he is handsome. And on top of that, like, I just think that she could do better because I find him very rude.
Yeah.
And he is, like, emotionally abusive.
Yeah.
You're here telling me that my breasts are sagging and, like, they're, like,
That's what
tube
she
socks.
said. He said,
Who
like, your
says
breasts
that?
are not nice.
You say that to somebody you're having sex
And
with? Who wants to hear that?
Earlier when she introduced herself and said, I'm Yara, I'm 27. He's like, oh, you're old. You're getting older.
But that's what men do. When they don't want you to leave them, they start putting you down. They start talking about your weight. They start talking about how you look. They start talking about all the things that you are doing or whatever that aren't even an issue. But now they make it an issue because they don't want you to leave them.
Yes.
They try to break you down
Yes.
and make you insecure so you never leave them. If
Yeah.
a man do that, you better run. You better run down the street. You better never look back.
I cannot believe he said something about her
Look like
breast
tubes. And then how
after she's had a baby and has
for you had your child. I
17
fed your
months.
child. And I'm having sex with you. You want to say my breasts look like tube
And he
size?
probably said it while they were having sex. And that's why she doesn't want to do anything with him. She said she doesn't feel comfortable with her body doing anything.
That's why
with
they're not
him.
having sex though. Because she said if I get a boob job, maybe then we have more
And
sex.
she said even prior to the baby, they weren't having it that much.
because
Because
he's
he was
an
gone a
a-hole.
lot of the way, a lot of the time.
I just think Jovi is an a-hole. Like he is like
I
the
think so.
epitome of it.
I think
And that's
so.
why her friends are trying to school her. But that's what you need. You need girlfriends like that who hype you up and remind you who the hell you are.
Exactly.
Especially when you're with a Dusty.
Exactly. So the next one we have is Elizabeth and Andrea.
He
Andre.
is still cussing. He's still dropping F-bombs. Now, y'all know I'm not one to judge anybody for F-bombs. Y'all know I had my stuff on this show. But I just feel like you yelling at her and dropping F-bombs in front of the dad was just out of line.
Yeah. He was telling the father, and she didn't want to tell the father yet. But he's like,
Oh, she's gonna have a
her
studio,
singing-
and
she
we're
has
gonna have a second child.
She's gonna have her singing career. And the father's like, well, how about your obligations
To my
me? Because
business.
She still works for him. And she had to tell him, be quiet, Andrea. Like, I don't want to share that yet. And so she had a lunch with her mom and her sisters. And the problem I have with Elizabeth, she's always oversharing whatever fight she and Andre has. And then when the sisters are disrespectful to Andre, don't disrespect my man, and she wants to fight.
I don't think she's aware.
Like, just stop doing that mess.
I don't think any of them are aware.
Oh my
But
goodness
apparently the
gracious.
brother is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Like
Charlie.
my thought was, apparently all of this, from what I'm seeing, I'm not in their family, but this was my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, him and Andre had that fight at the pool party, which I wish they would have showed it again, but they did not. I was so upset. But basically, they were saying that he's an alcoholic or whatever and stuff like that, and I was just like, how is the brother the problem when Andre started it? I mean, yes, he came in a little belligerent, but Andre was the one fighting him and stuff. So now, how is he the alcoholic, and now he has a problem, we can't deal with him? Like, it seemed like it was a scene out of Keeping Up with the Kardashians when all the sisters got on the mom about Rob getting the house, and then she said, you had a divorce after 72 days. That's normal. Like, that's what it reminded me of.
Like, you all have all your problems, and then you want to point your finger at your brother? Really?
I felt so bad for the mom because she just wanted all of her kids to be there for the birthday, and they were just like, no, that's too much. You're asking for too much. I would have just swallowed it. Okay, my brother's an alcoholic. As long as you don't touch me, that's fine. But I'm gonna have my pepper spray on deck.
Yeah. Well, the mom, she actually seemed like a serious gaslighter, because instead of her dealing, the sister was like, you need to deal with the elephant in the room. Mom.
You have anger
She
issues.
said, Mom, why don't you take him to therapy? At least.
Well,
let
she
him start."
yelled it.
And then you have anger issues. I'm done.
And then she
I'm
really
done.
started cussing. He said, anger issues. I was like, ooh. You yelling
So
like
that mom
mother?
is like, she is not trying to take it for her baby boy, and he's the only son too.
But nobody has seen him, which I think is really sad. Like, just because, you think
the
he's
mom,
an
the mom
alcoholic.
sees him. She spends time with him.
I think the siblings should also make an effort. It's not right. I mean, sometimes your siblings will talk to you more than they will talk to the mother about what's really going on.
Right.
So that's why it's important for the siblings to be there.
Yeah.
But you will see me once every 3 months.
Mm.
I'll call you once every 2 weeks or something like that. But no.
Yeah.
You need to go get help, bro. Boo.
So let's talk about the last one, Sumit and Jenny.
Oh my God, I love Sumit and Jenny.
In India, they have been married for 2 months.
Oh,
and
really?
They have
That's
a
it?
new and they have a new apartment. And Sumit wants to tell, because he loves the drama, he wants to tell his parents that, look, we are married. And he tells Jenny, I love my parents. I can't live without them.
Well,
okay?
Jenny got really
we need
upset.
to tell my parents.
She got really upset, and she had stormed off, and she was like, you need to stand for your wife. Like, are you going to be there for me when I'm crying? You going to be there for me when I'm crying?
And
I was just like, what does that have to do with anything? think?
So he reassures her that he will be there for her. So the parents come to the house.
With
house
the
is
siblings.
so messy. I don't know
They
why.
come to the
Jenny's
old house. Well, it's the old apartment
Okay.
they went to.
Oh, so that's where they went in.
Yeah.
COVID. Okay. So
I don't know why
guess
Jenny's
maybe
house
it was
stayed
just
dirty.
Well, I guess it was dirty since it was the old house or something. Okay. Anyhow, the mother, Sumit, who has just told Jenny that he's going to be there for her. Jenny comes with the chai tea as the parents sit down with the sister and the brother-in-law.
I don't even want to talk
So
about
she
this
comes.
scene,
She
man.
comes with the chai tea, puts it down like a good Indian wife, and gives them the chai tea. And she's all sweaty because it's hot in the house.
Well, she had been sweating for a while.
Anyone who's been in India or in Africa, you know how that sun is. Sometimes you just be sweaty, even if you never sweated in America. You all of a sudden you stay
I
sweaty.
sweat going from my
And-
gates to the house.
Yes, and so she's sweating, and the mom says in their language, she says,
Look at her arms; they're so fat.
she said no, she says,
She said that
she's
though.
so tired. I guess she's tired. She's sweaty from coming from the kitchen and making tea, and then after in their language, and then the sister smiles, and then she says, look at her arms are so fat. And she smiles, laughs at it, and the sister is chuckling, and Sumit doesn't say anything. He doesn't even chastise her in their language. Nothing. And then Jenny decides, well, you know something? Remember when we had that talk and you had told me that you loved me, the last season?
Yes, she said, I
when
want
the
to
mom had
accept you
said, I
and
love
everything.
you. And she says, and you said you will support us, and when we get married, you're not going to stop us. And she says,
I never said that.
I never
said
said
that.
And
And then she said, show me the proof. I wish the camera people, the producers, y'all really should have did y'all job and came out with the proof and been
yes,
like,
I showed them.
well,
And
madam,
Then Sumit just blurted out,
He
he
said-
got married. That woman broke
lost it.
down. She
He
was
said, I never want to see your face
crying.
again. I never want to see your
You
face
come in
again.
my house, I will send you away.
I will insult you and tell you to go away. She
It
was hot.
sad.
She was crying. She was like, oh my
And the
God.
sister also was crying. It was sad. It was very, very sad. It was sad.
Oh my God. That
So
whole
I tell
family
you, it has
dynamic.
started with a bang, and we are going to be here for it.
Yes.
For the whole thing. I think next week they're going to show Angela and Michael getting into
Oh
it.
my God. She ripped up this
So,
man's
well,
car and he
we will
showed
see
the
exactly
real.
what happened. And well, let's save that for when we watch.
Well,
it
y'all
next
saw the
week.
trailer, but it got real ugly.
Mm.
Somebody had to hold him back.
And Ed and his girl, I can't remember what her name is, but it seems as though he messed up again and she walked away again. But I can see her coming back again. Because this girl don't look like she got much sense in her head.
And
He
it's
keep
sad.
on dogging her out, someone like
As
Ed.
ugly as he is.
And he keeps on dogging you out. He has just as awful a character as he looks. That's how it is. And you keep on coming back. Why? I don't know. Where your children are, I don't know. Like, you need to be, instead of focusing on Ed and calling him daddy, you need to be at home with your kids and focusing on your mommy duties to them. Because, like, this is horrible. Like, no child would want to see their mom go through this nonsense with Ed.
And then having his weenie out on camera. What the fuck
I don't
was
know.
that?
He probably thinks he has something that he needs to show.
I vomited in my mouth.
Yeah, it is.
It was too much.
It's too much. So anyhow, that was all.
It's Mary.
And Amma,
You invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share.
and comment.
Y'all know what to do.
Good night.